do you know what I had last night before we go on to the FYP news? I had sleep paralysis 3 times. Has anybody ever had that in their sleep where you can't move and you're trying to like speak and you can't speak? 3 times it happened to me last night, guys. It was horrendous. And the room went freezing cold, so I reckon Jimmy was around. Honest to God, it was so scary. Right, guys, so all of the FYP, the most popular trending on FYP at the moment is CLA and also EMS, right? So we spoke about it yesterday, and we're going to speak about it today because every day new things come out, as you can see on the FYP. So what we're going to do is we are going to play EMS and Hustle. EMS has recorded a conversation with CLA, right? Now, I'm going to keep it real and I will be honest with you. I feel that CLA, you know, tried to do a nice thing for EMS for whatever reason, whether it was for views, clout, storyline. CLA still did a nice thing for EMS, you know what I mean? I don't feel like EMS did anything wrong apart from dox the location. I do think that EMS knew what she was doing. I think EMS thrives off the drama. Nevertheless, what I don't agree with is EMS recording private conversations and playing them on TikTok. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It's an invasion of privacy, and I'll keep it real. Do you know what I mean? I do feel like CLA probably never had any intention to going up there, so you know she got the perfect excuse not to go up there. And also, just let me play the video. Invasion. Sorry, it's an invasion of privacy, guys, when you're recording phone conversations. EMS was out of order for doing that. EMS shouldn't have done it. But let me play the video anyway of EMS and Hustle. Come on, you bitch. This phone is so slow. I don't know how I get on live.
Because even on the thing, it says my name on it. Yeah, your name. They wanted to know who the host is. So we told them that you're a TikToker, we told them your name. But my mate is the one who's done it all through her account.
That's not true, by the way.
Yeah, you don't understand what I'm saying to my mate. She just wants you out of there because it's her card, it's her thing. You can go and pay for it yourself and do it on there. So she wants me out for what reason, man? Regardless of me, you know, being here. That's Natalie that wants me out. No, not. It's still going to charge her card. I know, but she's saying because the whole. There'll be no more charges on the card apart from what she's paid for because I'm not going to leave the place in an absolute state. I will clean up.
I mean, I've got to be honest, right, guys. I will, you know, I'll keep it real. EMS isn't a messy person, you know, you see her flat, it's immaculate. The one thing EMS is spotless. EMS is a spotless person. And, you know, she sits in the kitchen and she has a drink and things like that. So I don't understand what the problem is with EMS still being in the property because there's no damage that's been done. The only thing really is the location docs, which EMS did do herself. Do you know what I mean? The thing is, right, if you want to break and you're that scared and you don't feel safe in your property, I think the silliest thing that she did was dox a location. This is what makes me believe that she doesn't give a shit. Do you get what I'm saying? But I will say EMS is immaculate. Clean, she's spotless. So apart from the apartment doxing, I don't see why EMS had to leave. However, if someone had paid for an apartment for me and they wasn't happy with me being there, out of respect for myself, you know, CLA wants EMS to go. Out of respect for myself, I would say, fuck you, I'm going. Do you get what I'm saying? But I think EMS is just like, you know, standing aground. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, it's going to get more content. It's going to cause more of a controversy. You know, I would morally, if someone paid for an apartment and then were going at me, like CLA's going at EMS, I would say piss off and I'd leave. I'd even send CLA the £500 that was paid. Guys, I'm just going to do a quick poll. Who would leave the apartment? Happy face should leave, sad face should stay, just to piss somebody off. I know the layout's all fucked up, guys. I'm not restarting though, I apologise. Somebody accidentally let somebody in the box, so that's why it's like that. See what I mean? You'd leave, wouldn't ya? You'd leave, but I just think Ems loves what's going on. She's absolutely loving it all. Right, we'll carry on playing the rest of the video. When it plays. I've had enough of this phone.
I'm not being funny, but if the landlord wants me out, tell them to knock on the door and tell me themselves. Hey, can we just confirm that you'll leave tomorrow? No. Alright, so I'm going to tell TikTok. Okay. On live. Alright, no. Alright, well, tell everyone I'm going to tell TikTok and everyone, listen again. Alright, so I'm going to tell TikTok. Okay. On live. Alright, no. Alright, well, tell everyone on live. So what?
So, Ems, can I tell you what's happened here? In my opinion, what I think has happened.
I'm going to tell TikTok and everyone on live.
Let's run this. Look, can I tell you what I think's happened here? She has, so her and her friend, whatever, just put them as one, yeah? She has paid for something, right? Or the friend's paid for something and she is no longer attending because you two have had this little falling out, yeah? And now, because she's not coming, because she's not coming.
I do understand. I do get where Hustle's coming from, you know, because CLA's paid it for Ems. Do you know what I mean? So I do understand what Hustle's saying, but respect for myself. If my friend's having such a problem with me being in a place that she paid for, you know, and she's cussing me and she's making a big deal out of it, I'd leave. Yeah, Natalie paid on her card, but CLA still sent the money over to Natalie. Do you get what I'm saying? So Natalie didn't pay for it. CLA still paid for it, but on Natalie's card. Now, I understand where Natalie's coming from because people are saying that Ems is damaging the property. So obviously because Natalie's name's down and it's the card holder, if there is any damages, which there isn't going to be any damages, guys. I don't think for 1 minute that Ems would damage the property. Natalie's responsible for it. Do you know what I mean? But we're going to go on to CLA's response now, and then we'll open the boxes and we'll have discussions about this, guys. Natalie is CLA's friend. Pay it back. I'd give CLA the money back too. I'd say, you know, stick the money up the bunda. Do you know what I mean?
So she could go somewhere. Now, at the end of the day, yeah, the trolls, what they've done, and her leaking the whole address and everything, going live, showing that whole area and this and that, they've gone there to check the property today, not the host, the property inspector, to make sure nothing was going on. And now my mate's getting constant messages from the host whose property it is saying it's too much, they're getting too much shit sent through, that she needs to go, she needs to leave. And this is just how it is. It's like when you have TikTokers in hotels or whatever.
I've just seen that comment. Ems should have paid for it herself. I mean, we've seen Ems's bank account. Ems has got, like, how much did she have in a bank account? About 50 grand when she's shown it. Ems has enough money to pay for it herself, but, you know, if someone's offering you something, you're going to take it. So all I'm seeing really that from Ems's side, what she's done wrong is she doxed a location where she was meant to be staying to get a break from the trolls, which she doxed on purpose, you know, for this drama. And also, you know, she's recorded CLA's phone call, which I would have a major problem with that. I think it's an invasion, whatever the word is, invasion of privacy. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, I think Ems is just stamping her feet now. Ems is stamping her feet. But I don't know, has CLA got a right to be mad? You know, has CLA got a right to be mad? Because I do think CLA has had Ems's back. Let's be honest, if there's been a problem, CLA's been there for Ems. Do you know what I mean? Probably one of the very few people that has been there for Ems, you know? So, I don't know. Like I say, when I open the boxes, come in and have your say.
Private, because sometimes, you know, if people get dresses and know where you are, they bring problems to people's businesses, this, that and the other, and it's not fair on the host who
Thank you for the gifts, guys.
For one, they don't need to be putting up with this bullshit, sweetheart. At the end of the day, I've asked and I've phoned Ems, she put the phone down on me. Yesterday she told me to fuck off. Today she put the phone down on me. I said to her, look, this is my friend that's booked this, and she wants you out of there at the end of the day because the host is saying this evening they want you out by tomorrow. So I says, you're gonna have to leave by tomorrow. She said, Marcus M, she's gone, I'm not leaving. I'm not gonna leave tomorrow. My name's on it. I says, what are you talking about? It's so disrespectful, darling. You've not paid for it. My mate's done this in her name, and I'll pay for it. You've not paid
I told you CLA had paid for it.
Safety. Now, at the end of the day, I don't care. The host whose property it is telling my friend who's booked it they want you at the property. So you've got to leave tomorrow. Now, if you want to go into a property, book it your fucking self, sweetheart. You've got enough money. You've got about 70 grand in the bank, sweetheart. Fucking taking money. I've got 2 sons to think about. Get out of here, sweetheart. I tried to help you as a genuine person. Anyone that's going through stress, that is, you wouldn't even leak the address. You want people to know where you are.
That's true. That is true.
I'm fuming.
I'm sorry. Love or hate CLA. That is true. Ems wants Ems wants this drama 100% because she went out and doxed her own location. You know, if Ems was so fearful for her, you know, safety, she would not have took that live outside her flat. More views, exactly that, Jules. It's all about views. All about views. And the fact that she recorded CLA's phone call, that's bad. If a friend would have done that to me, I probably would have been on the phone to the police. I'm telling you, you know, text messages, different, whatever. You know, it's still bad when people are sharing, you know, private chats, but a phone call, nah. But at the same time, I don't feel like Ems has really done anything wrong at the flat. Again, you know, I will say that.
No one's going to disrespect me like this, sweetheart. So you'll be coming out of that house tomorrow because I'll fucking get the police fucking to the house. If not, sweetheart.
The police won't do anything,
though.
though.
Disrespect me and violate me like this. Anyone that's tried to do you a good favour for you to tell me to fuck off.
I agree with CLA there.
Not answer your phone when I've messaged you and told you you need to leave the property tomorrow. And then you're telling me no. The disrespect.
Right, so let's get some people in the boxes, guys. Right, who we got in the boxes? Mods, can you get people in the boxes, please? Hustle's not... Oh, Hustle is here. Right, we'll get Hustle in and we'll get everybody else in. We'll hear what Hustle's got to say.
Yes, Mikey.
Hello, Hustle, darling. What you making this love? Because I know it's with Ems.
Sorry, I've got a bit of a bad throat as well, but you know, the only thing is, yeah. So look, you see, Chelsea, she's got a right to be a man, of course. I get it. She's paid for something, but basically, she paid for it before Ems even knew she paid for it, right? So she'd paid for it and gave it to her whenever she gave it to her, and then Ems said, "Okay, cool." What if Ems said no? Then she there was no win in there. You get me? So she's gone there, and then been told she has to leave the place. That's like, let's say you come and borrow me £100, Miss Red. I used this example yesterday. You come and borrow me £100, and then I now go and spend that £100, and then you come to me and say, "Yo, I want that £100 back. I really need it." Now I'm £100 down because I didn't need to spend that £100. I just thought I had something that you gave me. Do you get me? Because now she's saying she needs to pay her back.
Yeah.
Like, so it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. It's a bit unfair. It's like you can't throw something in someone's face. That's what I feel.
No, I do agree with that, Hustle, because I don't think Ems has done anything wrong in the property where damage is concerned. Yes, she's doxed a location, which was the whole purpose of going there to get a break. However, we see Ems's flat, it's immaculate, you know. Ems isn't the messy type, do you get what I'm saying? So I don't think there would be damage done. However, how do you feel about Ems recording CLA's conversation? Don't you think that's like, you know, a violation of friendship when you're recording your friends on the phone? Is it something that you would do? Like, how do you feel about what Ems has done?
Yeah, no, I hear you. That's not something I would do personally myself. I think she did it for her own safety. Everyone reacts different, innit? But And I think also she did say that she recorded it because she said she knew she was about to go on live and start saying whatever she was going to say. And then when CLA did go on, she went and said some stuff. She was like, I'm so glad I recorded that because look. And that's what happened. But again, yeah, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think Ems has done wrong in this situation. Because I was all for everything that she was saying, doing, because she actually hadn't done anything wrong. But up until that recorded phone conversation, that was a big no-no for me. But also as well, Hustle, Ems doxed herself. The whole reason for her being there was for a break from the trolls, but she went out and shown everybody where she was. So you can understand CLA being pissed off.
No, yeah, for sure. So do you know what I do think about that though? Yeah, is like you kind of leave people to their own devices, right? So like if I've tried to do something good for you and you fucked it up, that's on you. It's not on me to fucking take it personal, start screaming and shouting and telling the whole world. That's on you if you've messed that up. If you don't care about your safety, I know I've done my good deed. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah. I've got CLA in the box, Hustle. Was somebody in the box? Do you mind if I drop you down while I get CLA in? Because obviously we're talking about CLA. Thank you. We'll get you back in the box. Right. Will you add CLA, please? Thank you, Jay. Thank you, darling. Jay's on it.
Good morning, Miss Red. Can you let my friend Natalie in the box, please? Can you let Natalie take one of these nobodies out the box?
Chelsea, come on, darling.
Nah, man, this is the biggest piss take. You know why, yeah?
Chelsea,
the landlord...
Darling, everybody in this box is a somebody.
Wants her out. So you lot are so dumb. The landlord wants her out because of the trolls. She leaked the address, yeah? The landlord wants her out.
I think a lot of us
that wants her out. The landlord who owns the property wants her out.
Oh, you shut up. Oh, shut up, man.
Chelsea.
Hang on, guys.
Chelsea.
Pick everybody out the
chaser. Shut the fuck up. All
who are you?
Chelsea, 1 minute, Chelsea.
Starling. Stop
Why
shit. No one gives a fuck about £500. I spent 10 bags on Modine. Dusty youths, man. Fuck off, you broke ass bitches.
Chelsea, why does the landlord want M's out? For what reason? For what reason does the landlord want M's out? Has the landlord been getting grief? For what reason? You can unmute Chelsea now. Unmute.
Just before she speaks, the one thing I'd say, I'd love to see like proof of the landlord saying this for one, because it just seems like off the cuff. And also as well, what I would like her to answer is there was obviously a troll that put the actual property on TikTok and like with all the details of the actual rental, and she reposted that herself. I'd love to know why she reposted that if she was so concerned about her safety.
Yeah. Guys, sorry for those in the boxes. When we get somebody in and they're talking, please don't like go at the person. Do you get what I'm saying? Because, I'm quite capable of speaking to people, So if there's somebody in the box and they're having their say, as much as you don't like what they're saying, please just, hold your tongue and let me have a conversation with them. Do you know what I mean? I know that it's really hard because, she's rude, but, I can deal with this, because it looks like a gang up then and it doesn't look good for me. All right, Jay.
Yeah, everyone's saying get Natalie in the box. She's not in the box.
Hey, what, Miss J? Get this nobody out the box.
Oh, shut up, Hustle. You love me, really. Pack it in.
Yeah, she come in guns blazing when she could
Sorry
have.
about that, Miss Red, but I just don't like being called a nobody.
I know, darling, and I did correct her when she said that
exactly.
All nobody.
I don't like it when people jumping on and calling everybody else nobodies. I don't like it.
No, just call, please, and then I can just invite you in the box. If that would probably be easier. Look, I'm not in the box. See, Nat says she's not in the box. She doesn't want to be.
And I was actually going to come in and stick up for Chelsea, and now she's just after making it 10 times worse on herself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, my stance, Miss Red, before I go is like, like Ems does a lot of stuff, right? A lot of people don't like some of the stuff she does, and it's fairly right that they have those opinions, right? But you see, when she hasn't really done anything wrong, I'm probably gonna defend her. Like, if she's done nothing wrong, this is like, for example, you got to show you talk on things that happen. If I've done something wrong, I don't care. Talk on those things. But you see, if someone's really done nothing wrong and I know them and I'm cool with them, I'm gonna try and speak up on it.
Yeah, no, I agree. And up until the phone call, I don't think Ems did anything wrong. I've got to be honest. There was no reason for
Nat wants to drop. Is it all right if I add Nat in? Can someone drop, please? Oh, she's there. There you go.
Yeah, she's here. Nat, do you want to Hi, Nat.
Hi, Miss Red, you right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just not feeling too well. I've got flu and that. And everything's just stressful at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nat.
It's all right. No, basically what's happened is obviously Chelsea called me the other day, like panicking and that, saying that Ems' safety is at risk and that, and she feels like she wants to move her out of her property. Obviously, apparently her door got kicked off or something. I don't know. I can't keep up with all this drama. And so obviously Chelsea knows that I can do these things quickly. So she obviously asked me to help her, and obviously I help Chelsea if she needs my help. It's no problem. And obviously I'm not well, innit? And I just went out of my way to sort of help Ems. I don't even know the woman. Like, I don't even like follow her on TikTok or anything. I don't really know much about her. But obviously, if Chelsea's asking me as a friend to sort of help her with these things, I don't mind helping. So obviously I've made the booking now, and obviously Chelsea's asked me to tell the Airbnb owners, obviously make them aware that she's a TikToker, and you know there could be potential trolls, and to sort of like protect her safety. And then they sort of said to me that they would protect her safety and stuff, and there's like 24-hour security, so like nothing would happen and that. So I was happy with that, thinking, you know, she'll be safe. And then obviously she got into the property now, and then I was watching on TikTok, and then apparently the address got doxed because she was, when I was watching her live, she was walking around the Airbnb showing the property and stuff, and then she was going outside, and then I see that she showed the door number, and then I was thinking to myself, well, if you're in that much of like at risk of your safety, then why would you do something like that? And I saw her at the beginning of the live sitting at the blind, and no one would have known like where she was just by a blind. So she kind of sort of like done it to herself. And obviously now, because of that, these, you know how people are so quick on TikTok, you know, they're like MI5. They found out where she was, posted it, and then now these trolls have been messaging the Airbnb hosts, and the Airbnb hosts have just been constantly ringing me and messaging me for like 3 days or 2 days that she's been in there every minute. This troll's saying this troll's saying that she's doing this, smoking weed, this, that, and the other. Like, and it's just getting annoying now. And I'm the one that has to deal with it because obviously it's my account, and I just don't think it's fair.
Right, okay. All right, that's fair enough. And also as well, your name, your card's been used, hasn't it, for the property?
Can I ask you something?
That she's the occupant.
What was you going to say, Emily?
I was just going to ask, why was it
on TikTok anyway?
Oh God, I was just going to ask, why did CLA?
Nat's obviously got a phone call. If Nat wants to jump back up in the box, she's more than welcome, but she's obviously got a phone call. What was you going to ask, Emily?
How come Nat ended up paying for it and not CLA? Because CLA offered to do it.
CLA did pay for it, darling. CLA said that she paid for it.
Why was it on Nat's card, though?
Because I don't think CLA knows how to book on Booking.com or Airbnb, so that's why she sent it to somebody that knows.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to say quickly, because I've got to jump down, I've got to go to the doctors. I was just going to say, I know I don't agree with anything that Ems has done, doxing it, smoking weed in the place or whatever, but I do think CLA is one of them people where you don't accept kind gestures from, because it would get thrown back in your face the next day. I just think she's one of those people. That's all I wanted to say, really.
I did say this yesterday, but I do believe, and I will stand by my word, that CLA genuinely had Ems's best interests at heart. You know, she has been there Ems a hell of a lot.
Like, Miss Red, it wasn't, a couple of months ago, she was number one, Ems. She has all that money. Do it yourself, darling. Do you know what I mean? Do it yourself. It takes 2 minutes to do it yourself. just to go for a little break. It's your fault that you're showing a place off because someone will recognise that building. They will recognise that hotel room, which is true.
Do you know what it is, Chester? CLA offered and already paid for it for so it was like a present.
Yeah. So she was a present, stuff like that. She wanted to hide out. The reason you're going there is because you've been trolled at your own home and stuff like that. So basically, CLA is giving her this place, which is nice of her, to say, go and have a break, Ems. Go and enjoy yourself. Have a break.
So
do you know what I mean?
I stand on that. It's to tell someone, yo, be a bit more careful, like with what you're showing. But to then like really slate someone and bring them down. Look what you've done.
She did. She did say to Ems, we have spoken to her. She did say to Ems, like, look, can you stop this? And Ems told her to F off. So Ems was very rude to her. When Chelsea was trying to explain to her the situation, she was sitting there smirking. I was watching the live and I just felt so upset for CLA because she genuinely just wanted to help Ems out, and for her to turn around and do that is just terrible.
Yeah.
You know, and even doxing the address alone, you're putting yourself at risk and the property owners at risk, because anyone can come around to your house and smash windows, do anything like that, you know, and you're not thinking about everybody else. You know, this is an Airbnb. People go to this Airbnb on you know, once Ems leaves, another occupant's going to come. And if anyone thinks that they're associated with Ems being there, they could go there and create havoc. So, you know, this is the reason why I explained.
So, Nat, can I ask one question? Nat, can I ask one question? You know, when this was booked, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you guys just expect her to sit in the corner all week?
It's not about sitting in the corner. It's just about when you go on live, just make sure that you're in a place where you can't be seen. She's flipped the camera around and showed the whole Airbnb, the bedrooms. Like, come on, you know what people are like on this app? They're literally, it's like MI6. Like, they will literally find out anything if they really want to.
Some of them probably work in the same hotel.
And not just that, like, husband, I get where you're coming from, but you've got to remember, Ems does sit in her kitchen all week.
All day.
Like, on live, it's no different.
And also does show her house as well. House as well, like house as well, like.
And I think that's really disrespectful. And it's really disrespectful to Nat, because Nat is an innocent person in this party who just tried to do a good deed. It's really, really disrespectful to the host owner, because they are completely innocent in all of this, and their property is now at risk. And I hate the fact that Em's behaviour is being excused. Like, you shouldn't excuse that behaviour. Like, the host hasn't asked to be famous.
Wait, when I say her behaviour, when you say her behaviour, what's she done is what I'm asking. So what's different?
She would never have leaked that address.
But what's different from...
Let me say something.
One second. What's different from what other TikTokers have done before, when they're around and they're just having fun and just living their life where they are? I've never seen anybody else be slated.
Let me answer that question, Hustle.
One second. I've never seen anybody slated or run down for just showing where they are. Safety or not, everybody wants to be safe, bro. Like,
right, so let me now answer, please, Hustle, because I listened to you last night giving her feedback. So here's the thing, Hustle. What's different specifically about this is the fact that Ems moved to that location because she was being trolled, because the police were coming, because she was very, very distressed about it, and two people decided to help her. And basically she went there. She was, probably still not of right and sound mind, but that doesn't excuse the fact that she didn't take any input or any advice about protecting her location so she could stay safe, so she didn't get trolled, so the police didn't turn up and all of that. That's what is specifically different, and that's what the problem is. She didn't take the feedback from CLA when CLA gave her the feedback to protect her. CLA unbelievably kept her counsel and just kept her mouth shut, and off app tried to have the conversation, and then on app she told her to F off. She disrespected the support that she'd got. So the trolls have come because everyone found out where she was. It was Simples, right? And so now she's in the situation where the host is being trolled, the address is being doxed. If she doesn't care, fine. But now it's on her. Now she has to pay because she's got the cash. And Nat and CLA can step back and say, you told us to F off, you didn't give a shit, so now put your money on the table. That's my point of view on it, Hustle.
And she has been smoking out of the window. And if the host wants to, the host can bill Nat for that.
Yeah, and they're watching her on live. This is what she doesn't understand. Like, the trolls have given the Airbnb host her name. So they're literally on the phone to me and I can hear Ems in the background. So they're watching everything that she's doing, you know, and they even messaged me yesterday, oh, no vaping in the house. Everything she does, they message me about. I literally could sit here and read you out the amount of messages they've sent me, Hustle, within the space of 2 days. And I'm not well. I don't deserve, you know, for this to be happening to me. Just like I don't deserve the trolling when it comes to Chelsea. Like, I've just sat here for the last God knows how many weeks just watching people go at me all the time on live and this and that about me, and I just think it's outrageous, but I just don't entertain it. I just don't have time for that energy.
Try not to take that shit in, no way.
And they will bill.
If it was you, Hustle, would like, let's just say it was your safety compromise, etc. And your friends would say, me and Miss Red, and we said, right, I tell you what, we'll get you somewhere. Would you, for your safety, but not just yours, but for Nat's safety, for the host's safety, would you leak that address, even though you're so terrified? You've been saying how you're being trolled horrifically. I don't think anybody's saying, oh yeah, just stick Emma in a corner and stuff, but I hate to be a bit harsh, but yeah, I'm sorry, but if you want to protect she's not stupid. Like, she's been on social media for years now. She knows how the game plays. So yeah, unfortunately, if you want your safety, then you can't stay off live stream for whatever reason, I don't know why, then yeah, you're going to have to take the necessary steps to keep
yeah, absolutely. I hear you. Listen, you lot see me. I'm here, there, and everywhere. Like, I'm in different places all the time. Not once does anybody ever know where I am. But the thing is, we've also got to be aware of the individuals we're dealing with and trying to help here. So when individuals do stuff that they've kind of always done and been liable to do, we can't act shocked and act like, do you know what I'm saying? Act like all hell's breaking loose.
Can I just bring it back? Sorry, Hustle. Can I just bring it back to Saturday afternoon, where Ems was still drinking, was still in the kitchen, and CLA, I know she came in and called us all Dusty Chester. Listen, that's just CLA going off on one. But like, literally, the girl was sitting there absolutely obliterated out of her brain, right? Dave came in, Dave tried to talk to her, CLA tried to talk to her, she kept cutting her off. CLA was, and I have to stick up for CLA in this situation, she was really worried for her, and she ended her live as soon as Ems ended her live, when Dave was trying to talk to her and saying, you're going to end up, you know, not well. You're going to end up, like, by the time you're in 5 years' time, you're going to really not be well. I mean, our mental health isn't great. She's the one that's saying, you know, I don't feel safe. Then she is kindly offered somewhere, right, by Nat and CLA. And I know CLA has gone off on one the last few days, but why? And nobody's saying put her in the corner. Nobody is saying that. But can she not pause her live while she's bringing the dog out? Can she not end it for a few minutes? She knows she's going to get the views back up. Do you know what I mean? She knows. She doesn't have to. I mean, I've been on TikTok now for 2.5 years. Nobody's ever seen my house. I've never done a house tour. Never. In a million years have I done a house tour. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why these people... I think she literally, and I'm talking about Ems, and I'm talking about how rude that girl was and how disrespectful she was. And there you're hearing it from the horse's mouth, Hustle. Nat is here and she's getting complaints. She is smoking. She's smoking her grain in the place as well. So, like, how is that not disrespecting two people that have literally come to help your mental health? And she is doing the exact same thing as she's doing in her own kitchen in another place. Was it not meant to be a break?
The reality is as well, if this was in a hotel, you would be kicked out of that hotel room. Like you would. The hotel people would kick you out if you were smoking in the room and you were doing.
Do you know what, guys? Let's get off the smoking and the this and the that.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to the key issue here. She's done what she's done. She's doxed her own address, whether she did it on purpose or not. The offer that was made is being retracted. If Ems wants to stay there, it's on her hustle. And basically someone needs to explain that to her. So, no one's saying that she's got to move out other than the host, I think. But the bottom line is she's put herself back in this situation, and she's an adult and she needs to own that shit.
Yeah.
Can I just say,
That's what I'm saying. Like, she should have taken the two girls' kind gesture and had a couple of mental health days off.
Yeah.
That's the end of story, right? She could have come on live, said hello. She knows she's going to get the numbers in. She could have even done the 3 days of or how long they were supposed to have booked her in. They should have, have a couple of mental health days off. Eat properly for a couple of days, walk your dog around the streets that nobody knows you for a couple of days, and then come back on. She knows she's getting the numbers. She has the money in the bank. So no, I just don't agree with it, and I don't get annoyed very often. But the disrespect and the telling people to F off and everything like that, and there's two women getting the rap for this. So sorry.
Thank you,
She said that she wants to. I don't know if it's a lady or a male, but has he actually or she said that she needs to be out today?
Basically, they sent me messages saying that the manager's going to go around and basically ask her to leave because it's too much.
Someone's going to go there and say you need to leave.
Yeah, basically they're saying that it's given their their Airbnb a bad name.
Yeah, reputation damage.
Yeah. Well, the only. So I actually agree with everything Manic just said and Cockapoo as well. But the only thing I would say when it comes to like the safety and everything. I still would just like to know why CLA reposted the post where Trolls put up the location on TikTok. Like, why did she repost that if she was so concerned about her safety? I don't understand that part.
Can I just fit in my 2 pink things and then I can leave the box for someone else to come in?
Okay.
I just think that if Ems went there partly to get away from Trolls, why is she taking pictures, taking the mickey out of the fact that Trolls were there? Because that's just, pointing out, well, he was nearly at the right place, so go a bit further down, you're now at the right place. I don't get why she would do that. And secondly, she constantly says when she's in her flat that she doesn't walk Faithy because Faithy doesn't like going for walks. When that dog was out on a lead yesterday, she looked really frigging happy that she was on a lead and going for a walk. Em says she never moves from the door. She can't make a move. She was moving fine and loved it yesterday.
Okay.
Miss Red, I'm going to say something before I go. End of the day, if let's say Luke paid for a hotel for me because it was getting a lot to me about Trolls and stuff like that, I'd use that 2 days to come off the app, have a breather, calm down with things, spend time with the dog, do you know what I mean? Spend time on my own and just have a chill out for a bit.
Yeah.
Don't go in and spark alive.
She could have utilised this time so much better for her own self.
I mean, I would have just chilled out and did everything and just enjoyed yourself for a little bit instead of going.
Chester, I hear you, bro, but you know what? On certain days of the week, you might like to watch Coronation Street. I might like to watch EastEnders, bro. We do different stuff as human beings. You know what I'm saying? That's all I would say on that note, bro. How you do your time and how I do my time is 2 different things.
Yeah,
you'd stay off social media, wouldn't you? Let's be fair.
Yeah, you would stay off social media.
Sorry, Hustle, you would stay off social media, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Me? You're talking to me? I wouldn't personally. You've seen me on holiday. I do everything on social media. So
but if your safety was compromised, you'd stay off.
Was it for safety? You're talking to the wrong person, like I said.
It's a theoretical question.
That's what I was saying. The plan was for her to take a break from the Trolls and stuff like that and just have some time for herself. That was it. It's not about bringing about being addicted to TikTok and stuff like that. We can still put the phone down. I'm not saying that she can't go through the FYP, watch it,
But on
Can we ask Natalie the question, because Hustle did raise a point about the fact that CLA reposted. Some people in the comments are saying that was a mistake, and it could happen. Natalie, what's your view on why CLA reposted it? Do you know?
I wasn't aware of that she reposted this. What's it called thing? I don't keep up with TikTok like this. You know what I mean? I wasn't aware that she reposted it. So to be honest, I can't really answer your question. I'm just kind of sick and tired of keep getting held accountable for CLA's actions. Like, CLA's my friend, yeah, she's my very good friend, but we're two completely different people, so it's just because she does something doesn't mean that I always agree with it, or
No, I don't think no one's blaming you.
You don't have to justify. I just wondered whether you knew, because people are saying it was a mistake, and I could sort of believe that.
I'm aware of it. Like I said, I'm not on TikTok like this. It's just because obviously sometimes I tune into Misread and I scroll along. Obviously, most of the time I'm just like checking up on Chelsea on the high lives and stuff. But other than that, I'm not on TikTok. I don't do TikTok lives. Like I said, I pop into Misread's live sometimes and just listen in. But apart from that, no. And obviously, I heard the drama that was going on today, so I just thought, let me just clear up a few things and just kind of let people know.
So now, has the host approached you, or have they approached Ems first?
They've approached me. Ems has nothing to do with it. Everything comes to me.
Okay, and they've said that she needs to leave. Have they said that there's any damage?
No, they haven't.
So there isn't any fact.
I think the main reason, I don't think it's about the damage, because I don't think there is any damage. I think the main reason why they want her to leave is because of the whole trolling situation. Trolls. I mean, how would you like it if you had a business and constantly, every 5 minutes, you've got trolls constantly pounding your inbox with nonsense? I mean, it's not right. Like they said, it's not a good image on their Airbnb. And what about future tenants? People
I'm fully on your side. I was just saying, because I did see something about there was a burnt carpet or something that
I heard something about that, and that's obviously when they messaged me about that as well, because they heard that on the live. This is what Ems is not realising. They're watching her live because the trolls have told them what her TikTok name is. So
but they'll be visiting her today then to say, you need to leave.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, Misread.
Okay, Chester, thank you for joining us.
I just want to say, though, as well, that everybody in this chat thing is a somebody.
Yeah.
The only person who isn't a nobody is the one what sat there on the game chair with no family and no friends. And I think she knows who she is.